It's another impromptu main event at the Apex. Dan Tom here with MMA Junkie to help you break down the main event for UFC Vegas 73 between Mackenzie Dern and Angela Hill. This fight was supposed to take place last week at UFC Charlotte for 3 rounds, but with the UFC's breakneck schedule being what it is, these ladies have to step up the plate, and hopefully they're being compensated so for the extra rounds on their proverbial plate, now having to fight at the UFC Apex. At the time of this video, the odds makers and public are slightly siding with Dern in the neighborhood of -175, with the comeback on your underdog Hill in the neighborhood of +145. Now, this number hasn't budged much, and that doesn't surprise me. Nor should you be in a rush to go out and bet this fight. It's kind of scary. You've got a bit of a stylistic conundrum there. And you also have a weird thing where Hill, despite being the older fighter at 38 years of age, she arguably has been the more improved fighter, showing more new tricks. If you want to just go back to their last 3 or 4 fights, she showed real good improvements in the counter wrestling, which should come in handy. However, it is being moved again to the Apex, which is a smaller cage. I was initially leaning toward Hill, especially in the bigger cage. Her lateral movement, improved counter wrestling. I have an inkling that she can pull it through here, but maybe because I've been wrong lately and I want Hill to win, maybe you should fade me. Maybe I'm doing a little bit of reverse psychology on myself, but I ended up making the safer pick here. Again, I usually tend to pick the more talented submission threats in the smaller cage. Kind of encourages that action, and in that small UFC Apex cage, Mackenzie Dern is actually 4-2 compared to Angela Hill being 1-3. So maybe I'm just letting the stats and the numbers, bro, scare me. But I'm actually going to semi-reluctantly side with Dern to get a submission here. But do not be surprised, and I won't be surprised if Hill's able to survive. It's just 25 minutes in the small cage, a little too long for my liking. I liked it better back in Charlotte, but that's not what we get here, folks. What we see is what we're going to get, and we're going to have to wait and see until Saturday. Until then, you can check out my in-depth breakdown at MMAJunkie.com, where you can also find results this weekend.